This is the Schmidt Storm. You've got questions and I've got answers. So let's get into it. The first question is, what is going to happen between Elon Musk and Donald Trump? Well, anybody, and I mean anybody and everybody, should have seen this coming. These two megalomaniacs, one drug-addled, the other with a disordered personality, the likes of which the American people have never seen obtain high office in the country. And so both of these men, delusional, both of them in partnership, both of them nihilists, both of them arsonists, have turned on one another. And I think the most interesting dynamic in it all is the children of the corn caught in the middle. Literally, Elon Musk absconded from the White House with fascist Stephen Miller's wife. So Stephen Miller's wife is gone. Elon Musk and Stephen Miller have unfollowed one another. And if you look at Lindsey Graham as one of the children of the corn, where does everybody side? Elon Musk says, well, we need a new party. God forbid, is it a version of the American AFD? Is it a version of the German AFD? Americanized? Elon's techno-fascist party? So who knows how each of these Republican senators, each of these Republican congressmen, have they betrayed Musk in his view, or have they betrayed Trump in his view? And what is the punishment between and betwixt for them between the two megalomaniacs? It proves once again the deep wisdom of John Kennedy saying, beware to those who seek power by trying to ride the tiger only to wind up inside. And that's where one of these two is in. Now, Elon Musk spent $338 million electing Donald Trump, and he didn't make it 200 days before wiping out $100 billion plus of net worth and growing, destroying the values of his companies and his brands. The destruction at a personal level, and that this broken, drug-addled person and his political partner have caused, it's unspeakable. Around the world, there's suffering where there was none. Bill Gates talked about Elon Musk as being at the center of a sad spectacle where the richest man in the world was killing the world's poorest, those with the least amongst us. And that's what we saw. And so there is no separateness possible for Trump and Musk. There is no severability. There is only they, them, one single entity together. And the next question is, do you have a comment on the revelations around MAHA and the MAHA report and Robert F. Kennedy that appear to have been generated by artificial intelligence and are filled with fake reports and made up citations? Everywhere you look, there is dangerous activity occurring. You have getting on, for example, a commercial airliner, a cosplaying a bottom-of-the-barrel drag federal agent wearing night vision goggles in the middle of the day. You have a guy, my former assistant, who did my expenses and travel logistics, who is directing federal health policy, who directed the MAHA report, who's a total fraud and was exposed as such in Vanity Fair, who is the right hand of Robert Kennedy, who is vandalizing the public health services and wrecking scientific study in the country, literally pulling back the knowledge of human civilization from an apogee backwards. You have Pete Hegseth presiding over the military parade, Kim Jong-un style, that will desecrate the U.S. Army on its 250th birthday. All of this is happening. Pam Bondi, Kristi Noem. There are 10 principal people, and all of their power, plus all of their deputies, plus all of their misconduct is adding up in a way that it's hard to describe, that it's hard to handle. But what Robert Kennedy is doing is sentencing people to death. What he's doing is sabotaging the forward progress of human civilization. he is destroying the foundations of American science that his uncle did so much to lay down, and his other uncles did so much to advance. They were the best, and he is the worst. And he is surrounded by nuts and zealots and fools and frauds. And it is dangerous for every one of us. And the next question is about the masked federal agents. You have written about these masked federal agents over the last week. What can you say to us that we should do if we ever encounter ICE masked actively operating? The first thing I would say is obey lawful instructions of federal law enforcement. It's important to do so. Don't interfere in their operations in a way that allows them to arrest you and to charge you with a crime. Civil disobedience has its place, but civil disobedience must be disciplined. It must have a purpose. It must be clear, it must be focused, and it can never take place in a cauldron of chaos, but rather one of dignity. And so when you see this taking place in your neighborhood, you have a constitutional right to film it. You have a right to ask for a warrant. Federal agents are not allowed to kick down the door and barge into your house, your home. Film them. You can talk to them. Do not spit on them. Do not attack them. But you can say to them, you can remind them that they swore an oath to the U.S. Constitution. You can remind them that the orders they follow must be legal and lawful. You are their boss. You are a citizen. And this is government of the people, by the people, for the people. Simple as that. And there's no room to compromise on any of that, ever, at any time. What do you think about the rise of anti-Semitism and the attacks that we have seen in Washington, D.C., and also the arson attack in Boulder, Colorado? The rise in anti-Semitism has been building for quite some time, and it is deeply alarming. There is a correlation between the collapse of liberty, freedom, democracy, and the rise of anti-Semitism. It is a marker of rot within a democratic society. And this ideology, this notion of collective punishment and guilt that Jews everywhere are guilty because of a war in the Middle East between Israel and the Palestinians, Hamas in Gaza, that it gives a license to stake out, to target, and to murder, to kill, to light on fire people in Boulder, Colorado is a grave evil in the society, and it must be confronted. But what also must be said is that there is a teeming anti-Semitism in the fascist movement that boils around Donald Trump. There are Holocaust deniers welcome at Mar-a-Lago, and they are welcome in the MAGA administration, in the Trump regime. They have positions of responsibility. Anti-Semitism is alive and well at the Pete Hegseth Department of Defense, where the spokesperson, Ms. Kingsley, is an anti-Semite. They are everywhere, they are growing, and they are a feature and a function of autocratic movements of both the left and the right, and they are unacceptable in the United States of America, and they must be condemned with full throats and whole hearts by every liberty-loving American who loves justice, who loves freedom in America. There's no place for the racism. There's no place for the bigotry. There's no place for the anti-Semitism. This is one of the most profound lessons in all of human history, and it occurred within still a human lifespan. It must never be forgotten. I'm Steve Schmidt. This is The Warning. I invite you to join this community where I promise to be honest, blunt, and direct about what is happening in this country. America is in crisis. Follow and subscribe to this channel and on Substack. Thank you.